looks so slippery already, so.
This is a really hard section.
What
What's up, guys? Right now we are at the very top of the Black Snake, the infamous Val di Sole World Cup DH track, and I'm going to take you from the top to the bottom and do a little track walk video. Let's get it. So you start at the gate, and the first two corners are perfectly swept, perfectly groomed, nice little fast berms, and then off the X-Class road gap. X-Class. The X-Class road gap. First part of the track here is pretty smooth, relatively smooth for now. They just swept it, and it's just bike park berms. But by race day, this is absolutely chopped up. It's like full moto style. Well, there's already some holes from last year, but you want to come off that, jump a bit high, and then get wide into this one because it closes up a lot more than you think. And if you like kind of try and inside it, you're just gonna shroud it. And I mean, like, you'll look cool, but you're going slow. This is sorta when you really get into famous Val di Sole, you know. It's around this corner. Pucker up, baby. When it rains here, it gets pretty scary, and the roots get real slippery, and there's a lot of them, so it gets pretty hard. But when it's dry, it's also really hard because it's so dusty, and it's Val di Sole. So I don't know what I want. Yeah, last year I got second in qualies when it rained, so that was positive. Jack, did you get new shoes? Once. This is the first really hard part of the track. Really rocky, really rooty. It's the same as last year, so there's still holes left over. Super hard when it's wet because all the roots get wet and just sliding around everywhere. So it's really important that you find your flow coming into this section, because if you come in here and you're off, you might as well go home. Pretty dry right now, but rain is falling as we speak, so we'll see what that does to the whole thing. So I was trying a bunch of stuff last year, but at one point I was jumping from where I am to behind Loic. Like, I don't know why I was doing that. And then at one point I was jumping from where Loic is, like over the roots on the backside there. It's gonna be so bogged out, like not bogged out, there's just gonna be a lot of big holes. It's been raining for like 5 minutes, and all the roots that are not under trees are super slippery, so it doesn't take much to make it hard. This is gonna be scary, man. Umbrellas to mare. Coming into it would come through the rut, or like along here, or come a bit wider. So there's two lines that you can really choose from here. You've got the full outside and then the full inside, but it's really critical to carry a lot of speed across the flats because there's a flat and then a little bit of an uphill, and I think the full outside will be the line. Hop all the way and power through that. Just here, pick up, press down into here. Oh my good God, that's slippery.
I mean, he's probably said it all already. There's just so much going on. Yeah. It's wild. Like, it's information overload. It's really hard to filter down all the information into a line. Like, yeah.
You got a long night ahead of you.
Oh, I can't wait. Like, I'm just gonna go to that first corner, man. No, the one with the big rock drop. I'm gonna be camped there all day. Hope Finn goes over it.
Man, the more you go down, the more it's hard to figure out the lines and stuff, and it's so, like, all the roots are so exposed, so makes it rough, and the current weather is not making it exciting, kind of, you know. It looks so slippery already, so
don't want rain.
But I'm not as much Canadian as Finn. I don't like the rain as much, but depends. Depends on the mood of the day, you know. But we'll see.
This is a really hard section. There's a lot lot of routes. You have to like walk the whole section and then go back up to the top because every line affects every line, and it's just so hard to be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this line here, and then you come to the next section and you're like, well, that doesn't work. So you have to like walk a whole section and then come back up to the top. So this shit is so hard in the wet. Look at this. No, look at it. You see that cut stump?
Yeah.
Up by the guy in the green. You come right over that, and then you come just through the middle.
Where you walking?
Yeah, there. And then you come across just to the right of this rock. And then just to the right of this rock. I got this whole section figured out. It's only about 15 seconds to track, but I think I've been here for half an hour. And it's gonna change tomorrow, but. This section's really tired. They use it almost every year, and you can just see like the roots are tired and the rocks are tired, and I'm tired, you know?
Sick and tired.
Sick and tired. I'm kind of sick, but I'm not tired.
What's the feels at this point in the track?
You're pretty tired already.
A minute and a half in?
Maybe, yeah, a minute and a half, I'd say. You're like, you can already feel it in the arms a bit. And it doesn't really let up. Like, it's always like this. It's always this hard. Yeah, I need to just imagine that section. I didn't look at it long enough. I'm not walking back up, so I'm just gonna. Oh no, that's easy. My memory is so good. This is kind of the rest you get before it goes steep again. But it's not really a rest because you kind of want to put pedal strokes in, or you want to pump through it, and it's only about 5 seconds long, so this track's full on, man. I like what I'm saying. There's a V in the rocks there.
Ah, you want to beat the V?
Yeah. This is a very classic Valdezol section. I think they've had this here every single year I've come, so 4 years now. And every year it's really hard. It's a really hard track. My mind is really asparagus. Yeah, it stinks, huh? This section is brand new. It used to do a little thing and then go straight down, and now it's got a little bit more of a zigzag, and it makes it a little bit more tricky because you have to judge your speed here, make this corner, make sure you kind of get high into this next section. So yeah, it's difficult, and it makes the track longer, like by an extra 5 seconds. Doesn't seem like much, but it's hard in Valdezol, man. Yeah. The hard thing about this track especially is the amount of stuff you have to remember. Like every rock, root, corner, jump, you name it, you have to remember all of it because every 10th counts, and especially on a course like this, you have to carry really good speed. So you only have, I think, I normally do 10, 11 practice runs before my race, not including qualifying, and to be able to get all the way up to race speed and just be able to be as fast as I can, it's yeah, it takes a lot of focus. That's why track walk is so important.
Because it's like super bike parky, dead as fuck, technical, and sprint to the finish. So it's like, yeah. What
Red Bull rocks, bro. Pretty choked, man. You were calling my side profile whack.
Just keep it pointed forward.
I'm trying my best, but you're filming from the side. We're getting close to the bottom. This is the last hard section. I'm pretty tired. Jet lag. My mind's tired looking at too many lines. This track's really hard. It's testing. But yeah, anyways. This is the last hard section. We're kind of coming into the final section. And then after this, you get 2 bike park berms and a sprint to the finish line.
Mollo,
Piano,
piano.
piano,
Sì? La vista? La pancarta?
il segno,
Sì?
la pizza margarita, piano.
Grappa de cocci?
Panna cotta.
Panna cotta fritte di bosco?
Succo al bosco,
Tiramisu. Rusticella.
Pavarotti,
Tortellini.
tortellini, Ferrari.
Bello di Carmotto.
Cool, we got the line. Nice, good to hear it.
Là, si tu viens là, tu te cales dans le V.
What happened here last year?
Disaster.
More relaxed, but oh! He goes down, he just loses it there in that loose dust, and Bruni hits the deck. Oh, what a shame!
And I was riding way better, and I was feeling good, and in this part, a bit cooked, I wanted to set up high. So I turned there, and going to the outside line, but really stupid and slow and not so crazy. Not an exciting crash, but still devastating. I still cry about it. Last year, 18. But this year, I know the trick.
Really opened up the inside this year. Definitely gonna catch me going inside. I always go inside when there's an inside. So, last jump here, coming down through the pedal. It looks like they built a lip this year, so you're gonna be gapping this and then across the finish line. One of the hardest tracks of the year, and it definitely lived up to the Val di Sole name. So that's the end of the track walk here. Now we're gonna head back to the hotel, and I'm gonna get my brand new jersey with my brand new sleeve, Canadian flag, and get everything ready for tomorrow. So last weekend at Panorama, I won Canadian National Championships. It was my first time going in Elite, and I got my first win, so it feels really good. I'm representing Canada in a different way now because I'm national champion, and every race I'm gonna be wearing that flag on my shoulder. When I put the jersey on the podium, I was like, oh, this feels really good. Feels right. So I can't wait to actually race at a World Cup with it because it's just like Canada. Yeah, that's good. I think we do 5 and a half. Okay. Cool. Okay, perfect. Okay. Thank you so much. So that's everything from track walk day in Val di Sole. Got my new jersey, checked out the track. Everything's looking good for the weekend. Check back in over the weekend, find more content. See ya.